I'm currently working on building the home theater 2.0, and Elite Screens was generous enough to send out their 126-inch on-wall drop-down screen. It's a motorized screen. This is the Elite Screens Starling Tab-Tension CLR 5. CLR standing for ceiling light rejecting, meaning ambient lights or things from above will not be reflected back into the screen. So if you have lighting in your ceiling and you don't have a lot of light control, this can deflect some of that light. So it's a new day, it's the middle of the day, and I have the screen fully down in position in my projector. I just threw it up there and I have it primarily aligned, but look how vivid this screen is. Windows fully open. I have an absolute vivid picture. I can see everything. Of course, turning off all lights and closing the window would give you the best look, which I don't mind to do. And we'll watch that shade go down so you guys can see the screen in the nighttime, or in the darkness, I'll say. And then I'm gonna turn on the lights again so you can actually see the technology in use. So again, 126-inch tension tap screen. Very nice. This is the smallest size they make, I believe. So if you want to go ultra big, you can. That window just completely closed now. So this is the screen when it's completely dark, which is incredible. So you can see that you can get a really strong image even with a gray screen. Good contrast, still very bright. My projector is actually on the lowest brightness setting because it is really bright. This screen's a little bit brighter than what I was using because this screen's darker in the color or the shade of gray. So really good. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna open that shade back and I'm gonna turn on the light. Have my remote to turn on the lights. You can watch your sports, put on a movie in the background or whatever, and it's very usable. So even if you're not watching a dedicated movie in your system, you can still use this screen as a sports screen. Put on different games, maybe split it into 4 quadrants and, you know, watch different sports, live action, whatever. So it really nice screen. I really like it. If you have a room that you don't have a lot of light control, or it's a multi-purpose room where you're gonna have recessed lights on a lot of the time, but you still need a bright screen and you need something bigger than a television, this is going to be it. One little thing, if you made it to this video, I do want to show you something cool. They sent me a white screen, your standard white screen, like a regular white, no kind of sawtooth technology like that. Look at this. If this isn't proof enough to get a gray screen or an ambient light projecting screen of some sort, ceiling light, this is definitely proof in the pudding. You can just see how much worse it is to watch something that's completely white with no light rejecting. This light right here is absolutely killed the visibility. Look at the man's hair. It's just look at the difference in greens, look at the difference in the 2 blacks. It's very obvious. I'll take a step back so you guys, let me try to swing around to the back of the room here. It's just an obvious difference. Obvious. That's a really good look. The blues, it just looks so washed out in comparison to the rest of the screen. This is obviously something you can see. You can't even see the image at times on the white screen. It's just not possible. Let's see, since we have a chance, let's close that window. Let's turn off the light. Let's see what it looks like even in the dark. Let's see if a gray screen performs better even in darkness. Let's see what happens now. What differences do we get? The differences will be a little more minimal now, but you can still see a difference very slightly. To the eye in person, it's not as vivid in terms of the inky blacks. You guys may be able to pull that out. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's a little bit of a difference there in terms of darks. The brightness still seems to be the same. You don't really lose brightness with this particular gray screen from Elite Screens, but the overall blacks is not as deep in comparison to the overall screen. So very interesting. Again, I am a gray screen fan, and I hope this kind of influences you to go for a gray screen if you get the chance. I think it's the better choice out of getting just a regular white screen. So if you have a room that you need some light rejecting features, this is the Starling Tension Tab CLR 5 screen. from Elite Screens. There'll be a link down below in the description box so you guys can check out your screen for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to Elite Screens for sending this out to me for review, and we will see you guys in the next video. KPaceGuy out. Peace.